Yes, y'all. It's like that, it's like that, it's like that, y'all. It's like that, y'all. It's like that, y'all. Really? It's like that.
Good morning and welcome to the January edition of GD News. I'm Bethany Rock. We'd like to start off by welcoming students and faculty back to school after a restful holiday vacation. But before we settle into the new year, let us start off by recapping some of the big events that occurred at GD in the previous months. This past November, Groton-Dunstable Regional High School honored our country's servicemen and women with a school-wide Veterans Day assembly. Principal Mastrullo, guidance counselor Mr. Henley, and the father of fallen soldier and former GD student William Wojtowicz gave speeches in reverence of our nation's protectors. The Wojtowicz family was presented a gold star in recognition of William's service. Dean of Students Richard Arena and Assistant Principal Brisson then awarded medals to all attending veterans at the ceremony. The veterans then, in turn, gifted GD with a special plaque commemorating former GD students who fought in World War II. The plaque can now be found on the wall by the gym's main entrance. Students planning to join the military were also recognized during the assembly. Their peers were respectful and paid close attention to the speakers, graciously representing our school during this somber occasion. On December 2nd at 7 p.m. in the Black Box, the Peer Leaders' annual Star Search was held, and there were many gifted GD students and staff that came out to exhibit their unique skills. The audience was made up of many high school and middle school students in attendance with their families. All the proceeds and donations of this memorable night were forwarded to the Peer Leaders' Sad Week event, which is held every year. It was on a crisp November 14th morning when two of Mr. Malpignano's English classes of tired but proud juniors packed themselves on a single bus and headed for Thompson Pond in Groton. There, after a weekend of work and labor, 5 full-sized, fully functioning rafts waited to be tried in a real-life recreation of Mark Twain's The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. With the help and consideration of the property's owners, Carl and Carol Canner, and the vigilant assistance of the Groton Fire Department rescue team, led by Lieutenant Susan Daly, the students made a competition out of racing their homemade rafts across the pond. Surprisingly, the fastest proved to be a bathtub-shaped box dubbed Liberty by the participants of Mr. Malpignano's A-period class. 3 of the other rafts, A-period Suburban Buffaloes and D-period teams Crack-a-Lacka and Wu-Tang Penguins, also proved rather successful, but the 5th sank pitifully in the shallows. On the bright side, it was collectively awarded Most Authentic. We spent the rest of the afternoon at ease on shore or enjoying the hard work of our peers by taking turns on each other's rafts. Overall, the message of the trip was clear. Freedom is not something you're awarded or given, but rather something found on an obligation-free afternoon. Good luck to next year's juniors, who should expect the same adventure. It seems congratulations are in order, as GD has been elected to the Advanced Placement Honor Roll. The AP District Honor Roll is nationally recognized and acknowledges high schools for expanding AP access, AP performance, and demonstrating a strong commitment to student achievement. GD is one of 367 districts selected in the United States and Canada to receive this placement. On Friday, December 16th, the high school's 2 Destination Imagination teams delivered a spectacular performance in the GD's first Night of Improv. With only 2 meetings to design the program and practice the transitioning between improvisational games, the team stayed true to the spirit of improv. The audience kept the actors on their toes with setting suggestions such as Under the Sea, Under the Moon, and the Island of Misfit Toys. The improv actors rolled with the punches and sometimes just rolled. Overall, the actors surprised and delighted spectators. Though the Night of Improv was cooperative, the 2 teams will be competing against each other at the Regional Destination Imagination Tournament in March of this year. Both teams have selected the Improvisational Challenge for competition in which they will have to present a cause and effect relationship between 2 news stories with only 5 minutes of preparation time. A Night of Improv gave the DI members a chance to practice their on-the-spot delivery skills. On Monday, November 21st, Groton-Dunstable hosted hypnotist Joe DeVito.
Sweet.
Reviewed as one of the best hypnotists in the entertainment industry, DeVito provides top-notch quality events. Both students and administrators enjoyed this active experience and exuberating environment. The Student Activities Council and advisor Keith Woods participated. DeVito's slogan, "Don't just see the show, be the show," was certainly exhibited in his riveting performance. To close, we'd like to extend an invitation to any and all students interested in submitting story ideas for the next edition. I'm Bethany Rock. Thanks for watching. That's the way it is at Groton-Dunstable High School this January 11th, 2012.
Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeonings of chance, my head is bloody but unbowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade, and yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. It matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul.
The Blues Don't Change by Al Young. And I was born with you, wasn't I, Blues? Wombed with you, wounded, reared and forwarded, from address to address, stamped, stomped, and returned to sender by nobody else but you, Blue Rider, writing me off every chance you got, you mean, old, grudgeful-hearted, table-turning demon, you sexy, soul-sucking gem. Blue diamond in the rough, you are forever. You can't be outfoxed. Don't care how they cut and smuggle and shine you on. You're like a shadow, too dumb and stubborn and necessary to let them turn you into what you ain't, with color or theory or powder or paint. And that's how you can stay in style without sticking and not getting stuck. You know how to sting where I can't scratch, and you move from frying pan to skillet the same way you move people to go to wiggling their bodies, juggling their limbs, loosening that goose, upping their voices, opening their pores, rolling their hips and lips. They can shake their booties, but they can't shake you.
I carry your heart with me. I carry it in my heart. I am never without it. Anywhere I go, you go, my dear. And whatever is done by only me is your doing, my darling. I fear no fate, for you are my fate, my sweet. I want no world, for beautiful you are my world, my true. And it's you are whatever a moon has always meant, and whatever a sun will always sing as you. Here is the deepest secret nobody knows. Here is the root of the root, and the bud of the bud, and the sky of the sky, of a tree called life, which grows higher than soul can hope or mind can hide. And this is the wonder that's keeping the stars apart. I carry your heart. I carry it in my heart.
To feel the systole and diastole getting rolled into poetry, funk, music, hot rock, and soul. We know the body has intelligence of which the intellect cannot dismiss, a consequence of biocultural experience. But let's take a quick trip and get a sense of what it means for you and me to have become human beings. Back in a time of which we can't recall, when our ancestors drummed in the hum of night, up under these same stars they believed were gods that shined down as they danced by the firelight. Their bodies casting shadows, voices started grunting, imitating animals they knew they would be hunting on the next day to provide sustenance for their tribe. This was a ritual intended to recognize that life is born of death, like sunrise and set cycles from east to west. The drums would beat, feet began to step, moving from right to left, the men leapt as the chants began to rise from the women's breath. Now you know why music calls the blood and poetry calls the blood. It's been this way since we all crawled from the mud. An ancient thing banging in the body and mind that we've been proving to people since the dawn of time. So check it. Let's take it back to the dawn of time. Before technology tamed the mind, a man took his hands and began to clap. And that was the beginning of the boom boom bap. Let's take it back to the dawn of time. Before technology tamed the mind, a woman started humming to an animal's call. And that was the beginning of the yes, y'all. Yes, yes, y'all. Yes, yes, y'all. It's like that, it's like that, it's like that, y'all. It's like that, y'all. It's like that, y'all. It's like check it, whether Irish or English or Spanish, Danish or Swedish, Polish, Russian, or Turkish, Italian, German or Kurdish, Japanese or Assyrian, Japanese or Armenian, Portuguese or Hungarian, Hebrew, Zulu, Bavarian, no matter. The tongue you speak, languages have a beat. The body instinctively translates into music. See, what science has found is we are creatures of sound, and that our ears need to seek rhythmic patterns of human speech. Like the words I'm spitting, hear the rhythm that's in. I'm leaving before you get a hint of any content I'm kidding. Yeah, you first think nothing of it, but the verbal percussion gets to drumming inside your head, and then your blood begins rushing. Your pulses get to throbbing, your head begins to bobbing. You feeling the effect of what the rhythm has been plotting. It's gotten you to synchronize alpha waves and realize rhythms more than music, but structurally underlies each and every atom to plasma scattered on Saturn. Every stage of matter is organized in rhythmic patterns, which are architectonic. Everything has a tonic. Everything has a cycle, a cipher, a phonic, a sonic. All life depends upon it. When engineered to want it, this thing that refrains, remains, comes back, it's chronic. This thing that haunts us all like a ghost in the mind. We've been dancing with people since the dawn of time. So check it. Let's take it back to the dawn of time. Before technology tamed the mind, a man took his hands and began to clap. And that was the beginning of the boom boom bap. Let's take it back to the dawn of time. Before technology tamed the mind, a woman started humming to an animal's call. And that was the beginning of the yes, y'all. Yes, yes, y'all. Yes, yes, y'all. It's like that, it's like that, it's like that, y'all. It's like that, y'all. It's like that, y'all. It's like that, it's like that, it's like that, y'all. It's like that, y'all. It's like